What's up guys, Loading Line here, coming at you with another deck profile. This is Arceus Dark Box. So I like this deck, hits Mew, plays a lot of normal energies, plays around Duraludon. I think it hits really hard for a 2-prizer. It's very fast and it's very hard to deal with and has amazing recovery. I like this deck for the coming formats. I like this deck, it gets even better sets after this. So now that we have the Arceus card, this deck can exist. So let's get into it. Obviously, starting off, we're going to start off with the 3 Arceus. Trinity Charge is insane, so even if you don't get the V-Star, you can still pump up your energies. You can pump it up any way you like. Obviously, just mentioning the V-Star. V-Star is insane. Search any 2 cards in your deck. These V-Star abilities are just nutty. Trinity Nova hitting for 200 is just too much, and you're able to pump up your energies. This is just an insane card, and of course it's going to be an insane card because this is the god of Pokemon. And then we're going to get into our 2-2 line. So we have Umbreon V. Umbreon V is obviously the evolution to the Umbreon VMAX, which is the goal. I like the Boss's Orders abilities from the Umbreon VMAX. The Dark Signal, still very amazing card. Bringing up so that way I don't have to use my supporter boss orders that turn. Instead I can just grab a Pokemon and hit him with this. It's also my only VMAX in the deck, so with the math of like 2 prizers, 2 prizers are essentially the same thing. So it's nice to have a big chunky Pokemon every once in a while and disrupt the math of your opponent. After that, we're going to go into the Moltres. Obviously, Moltres is really important. Moltres is a key part of the engine. He's really like the best dark Pokemon out right now. Just being able to grab a dark energy from the grave and starting off with 190 base on his attack, just to double that up at one-shots any psychic Pokemon, especially Mew. And with Energy Switch, it helps my consistency with Arceus just to make sure I can resolve that Trinity Charge or his VMAX attack, Trinity Nova. Now we're going to get into the Hoopa. Obviously, Arceus is weak to fighting. Hoopa helps protect against that because it hits for both Dark and Psychic. Hitting for Psychic hits other decks like Single Strike and Rapid Strike Urshifu, and then some random fighting decks here and there. I think this card's amazing for what it does, and still being able to hit dark types and using dark type energy also has amazing synergy with this deck. The 1 fighting type, Zapdos, mostly for the mirror. You know, other Arceus, they're weak to fighting like I mentioned before. Zapdos is a great card to one-shot them to take those 2 prizes because V-Stars only give 2 prizes, which is also very insane. And then this also hits the under decks like random Raichu decks or the Jolteon deck that I don't know we'll see as much play, but we'll see further on, but it's definitely amazing in the mirror. Then we're going to get into our single prizer Moltres. Obviously Moltres is really nice. You have some dark energies in your hand, you drop this down and this can swing for 1 shot against a Mew VMAX after a few prizes. This is good for mid to late game and it forces to disrupt the map of your opponent. So the same thing like I was mentioning before, 2-2-1-2. So this is being a single prizer, I get to have another Pokemon in the back and this actually comes up and this goes in combo with another supporter card that I also play. Now we're going to get to our supporter bench Pokemon like Lumineon. Lumineon just came out in this last set. Lumineon's really nice, being able to search any supporter card you want. So it just adds that extra consistency if I need that boss or if I need that research or if I want to disrupt my opponent's hand with Marnie. It's just amazing. I play Raihan in this deck too, so if I really need to pump up that energy just to make sure that I resolve that Trinity Charge or I get that Moltres attack off, Lumineon is another key piece of getting there. And then of course, Crobat, who just got a lot better with this set. Ultra Ball, discarding 2 cards makes it a lot easier to draw up to 6 cards. So Crobat is just very good to have. And like I said, any card that lets me not have to use a supporter card at that moment so I can use a better one for that situation is a great card. So if I need those draws, I can use Raihan instead of a research that turn or something like that. Or if I have to dig even deeper, this is another way to get to cards. Now that's it for the Pokemon. We're going to get to the supporter cards. I played 3-3 line of the main supporter cards like Research. Research, draw up to 7 cards, discard your hand. Really good. You discard your Dark Energies. You're going to get it back anyways. I only play a 3 line because you get to search with Arceus, so if I really need it, I'll just grab it. Same thing with Lumineon. 3 Marnie. Same principle, but this one also disrupts your hand. It draws to 5 cards while you put your opponent to 4. So say your opponent just searched for a few cards and they really need that turn. You Marnie them, you reset their hand, and they're at a loss for words because they don't know where to go from next. And it's a 3 because you get to search it in so many ways. Then we play 2 Boss's Orders. 2 Bosses fine. Umbreon VMAX acts like a 3rd boss in a way, and just having these to bring up your opponent's bench Pokemon is really key. Obviously, this card is insane, and ever since Lysander was printed, this card just like changed the game forever. Then we're gonna go to the 1-ofs. I have the 1-of Klara. This is meant to go in combo with the single prizer Galarian Galarian Moltres. And pretty much just grabs 2 Dark Energy from the grave or the discard pile. It grabs a Moltres, could grab a Moltres V, could grab the Pokemon I was missing or VMAX I discarded earlier. And I can just drop that, set it up right there, put it in attack and the active spot, swing, and then there's a single prizer Moltres, and I'm just gonna be ahead when I knock out your Mew VMAX. And then for the final supporter card, of course, Raihan. Raihan's amazing. Pump up that energy just to make sure I get that attack off, and then search any card in the deck. Man, this deck is really consistent. Now that's it for the supporter cards. Now we're gonna go to our item cards. We're gonna start off with 4 Ultra Balls. Ultra Balls, just getting like reintroduced to the format is just amazing. This being able to search any Pokemon I want. Discarding 2 is really nice. You know, discard a Dark Energy, you discard cards you don't need out of your hand. It makes Crobat better. Is just so good in this deck. And the synergy between all these cards, we're taking like into fine detail. So I'm gonna make sure that these cards work together in some kind of way, and that's what makes the deck so much better. Obviously, we still have 4 Quick Balls. Quick Balls is now like standard in every deck, of course. Quick Ball searching a basic. If I don't see that Arceus first turn, I'm gonna search and dig for it and try to set it up as fast as I can. Or if I want to search the Moltres to pump up energies, or I want to search the Zapdos because I see fighting type weak Pokemon, anything like that. Crobat to draw, Lumineon to search for a supporter card. Then we have the 3 Energy Switch, just to move energy around. We pump a lot of energy. A lot of energy is going to be on the field. This works well with Moltres, of course. Moltres grabs a Dark Energy, move that up, make sure you have 3 energy for your Arceus. Tool Scrapper, a lot of people are playing the new Choice Belt. Choice Belt's a really good card, and since we're in a very 2-prizer format, we also have Cape of Toughness, and we want to make sure our math is the same math we want it. So the Tool Scrapper is going to make sure that our opponent is back to their base stats, and that way we can knock them out with like Arceus V-Star or Moltres. Our switching options, first off, obviously Switch. Switch is amazing. We play a lot of 2-prizers. We want to shuffle them around. We want to make sure that our Pokemon stay alive, and we want to make sure that we have the card that we want that has the type effectiveness on the active spot to swing and one-shot these Pokemon. Same thing for Escape Rope, disrupt your opponent. I get to put my Pokemon forward, and they put a Pokemon they didn't really want forward, or it helps me set up for my turn. It's amazing. And then, of course, the 1 Air Balloon, just because I'm not always going to be able to draw that Switch or Escape Rope or search for it. If I see this and attach it to a Pokemon and my Pokemon gets knocked out, I'll always put the one with the Air Balloon in the active. That way I have options. Choice Belt. Choice Belt just does great on the math. It fixes the math on the double turbo energy, or it makes it really easy for us to knock out the 2-prizers and pump up our energy. It's just super fast, makes this deck really nice. Training Court. So we play 2 Training Court just to grab our energies from the discard pile, whether it be the basic Dark or the basic Fighting, just to make sure that we have it in our hand. It also helps with Moltres, the basic single prizer Moltres. Of course, the Collapsed Stadium. Collapsed Stadium is really nice. If you have a really low health Pokemon and you have a full bench, you'll just activate this, it discards it, your opponent doesn't get any prizes. Or if you're playing against a really heavy bench deck like Single Strike or Rapid Strike, where just like multiple Inteleons or multiple Houndooms or just multiple Genesects, you force them to get rid of something. And then we're gonna get to the energies, the last part of the deck. 4 double turbo energy. I want to see it, so I just put it on my Arceus, and I can get started very, very quickly. The double turbo energy also just -20, so that's the real important part with the Choice Belt. So I go back up to 210 with Trinity Nova, and I can knock out most V Pokemon. And then we have just a bunch of dark energies. I am playing 6 because if I resolve this multiple times, I have multiple Pokemon filled up to the brim on the bench. And then we play the 2 Fighting Energy because we want to also be able to pump up the Zapdos if we have to. And just having 8 energies to be able to grab. So if I have some of them prized, I can still fully resolve Trinity Nova from the Arceus and just make sure that in the race for prizes, in the race for energy, I'm up and ahead of you. And that'll be it for the deck profile. So I really like this deck. It hits Mew, it plays around Duraludon, it could hit Jolteon or any kind of electric deck. It really swings hard and forces the pace. There's a lot of good cards that work together in this, and I really love this game, man, because this game is a lot of fun. So thank you guys for watching this video. Something quick and short. I just wanted to show off my deck list. I'm really excited for this next format. This set was, it is amazing, and I'm going to continue to invest in this set. And I'm also very excited for this next set with Dark Patch and Dark Cry coming up. This deck just gets even better, so watch out for it.